chosen. All the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we waiting for fall in line. We gon' give it an R to the end of this time.
Yo, yo, look who is back.
Oh, back from the Arnold Classic weekend. Dude, it was nuts. It was like probably double the size this year too.
Really?
And at the Evagen booth, bro, the line was like insane. So thank you everybody that came out to the Arnold Classic and stopped by the Evagen booth. I appreciate you all. And yeah, let's get the shoulder workout in. I don't know what to say. I feel like I just like went.
You talked out from the weekend?
Oh man, yeah, it was tiring, but it was awesome. You know, like, look, 2015 was the first time I ever went to the Arnold Classic Expo or any bodybuilding event for that matter, and so I know what it's like to be a fan at the Arnold Classic and seeing all like my favorite pros and stuff. So to be on the reverse side of that and being able to be behind the booth and everybody come support me and us, like, you know, catch a word, get a picture, sign an autograph, things like that. Like, it was just like a really good time, and it brought me back to when I very first started bodybuilding and got me motivated. So it was just good, man. And quick backstory too, 2016 I went to the Arnold Classic Expo and I went to the Evagen booth because I saw Hani there, and I ran up to him and I said, hey man, can you make me the next Phil Heath? And we both laughed about it, and I thought, you know what, one day we're gonna have a real conversation, because I hope that I could be able to work with him at some point, you know. And here we are today. It's crazy, man. Just so crazy. Just honestly, I can't believe it, man. I expected there to be, you know, a good amount of people that come out to the event, but it was so overwhelming, man. Like, so many personal conversations that I had with people, you know, sharing their faith with me, and you know, I was able to pray for people, and I had people praying for me, which was awesome. And also talking about their life story and how they got into bodybuilding and what motivates them, and also watching our YouTube videos. And I had a lot of people say, hey, where's Trev at? I want to meet Trev. I wish he was here. And also same for Jelson, and even Nala. Someone came up and was like, where's Nala at? And I was like, nah, they're all at home. You know what, man?
What?
I think that pre-workout's kicking in, dude.
You good?
I'm good, bro. Really good, bro. Come on, let's go. What's up, Adam? It's one of those days, bro. Ready for it. Gotta start filling out again, man.
It's that time?
Yeah. Last few weeks was good to give my body a little bit more of a break, you know. Backed off the training a little bit, gave myself a few extra rest days throughout the week. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's been a few days since I've trained, because I didn't train every single day at the Arnold. And just be on my feet more than I'm used to and not eating quite as much. I lost a few pounds, and now it's time to start filling back up and really taking this off season serious. One more. Okay, first exercise, side lateral machine, and it's FST7 style. So for the first 3 sets, I did 15 to 20 reps roughly. First set, about 20, whatever feels good. The next 2 sets, I did 15, and then the last 4 sets, I did 10 to 12. The last set, I actually did a drop set. So technically I did 8 sets, if you wanna count the drop set as 2 sets. And each time that I did a set, I moved up the weight. So I started off at like 110 pounds, super light, went to 130, 150, 170, and so on, until I got to my top set where I felt like it was the most I was gonna lift today. And I did 2 sets with that top set. And then, like I said, on that last one, we did a drop set. So great warm up, feeling good blood flow in the shoulders, got a good pump right away. And now I want to actually do a dumbbell side lateral raise. We're only gonna stick to about, let's say 4 sets here, 2 warm-up sets, 2 working sets, before we move on to do any pressing movements. So let's go do that now. Yeah, so right now I'm feeling pretty small, to be honest with you, but I'm not disappointed with how I look. I feel like my separation's good. I'm very lean right now, which is it's probably the best starting point I could be in for an off-season push here. But yeah, these next couple months, I'm gonna start ramping up the training, start filling out more, eating more food. So I don't know, I'm not trying to lose any separation necessarily. I wanna keep the best condition I possibly can. But if I do lose some conditioning to add the fullness, I'm okay with that, you know? So that's the point of an off season, is to grow, not to get fat, to grow. So that way we're in a optimal starting position come prep time here in, what, half a year, 6 months, something like that. Hey, you could have grabbed these and moved them here.
Yeah.
I don't know who did that. It's like 14, 12, 11, 10. Really not that hard to grab your dumbbells from the rack, use them, and then place them back in the same spot. Or at least I don't think so. I don't know about you. You know, somebody asked me one time what a pet peeve in the gym is for me. I couldn't think of one, to be honest. I was like, I don't know. Maybe that's one. I don't know. It's just so simple, right? Like just to have them. This is a good tip for beginners. If you go to, if your gym normally has messed up dumbbells on the rack, meaning they're not in order, and you don't know what to do that day, maybe that's your workout. You just rearrange the dumbbells that day. That's your workout.
I did a rearranged set.
Did you? Just do that and go home. You'll be good.
The local gym will thank you.
Yeah. Hey, maybe they'll even pay you to do it, right? There you go. Now you're a sponsored athlete.
There you go. Free membership.
Okay, I got one more set here on this exercise, but I just wanted to mention that on the first side lateral movement, my arms were bent like this. So I was pushing out with my elbows like this, right? So as I'm using the machine, it's like this. With the dumbbells, I'm keeping my arms straight and I'm still pushing to the side like that, right? And it doesn't need to go much higher than this right here because the rest is gonna be trap, right? So when we're using the dumbbells, we push away like this, but try to keep those arms as straight as possible because it is gonna hit just a little bit different on the side laterals. So even though we use the machine, maybe your gym doesn't have the first exercise machine that we used, maybe you use dumbbells, just bring them here in front of you and bring them up like this with the elbows bent. Next exercise, you can keep them more straight like this. Hey. Nine. Hey. Okay. Come on. Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Oh man. That was impromptu. Sometimes I do that. You know, sometimes I'm like, these straight sets just aren't cutting it for me. Meaning they feel good, they're working, but I know I can get just a little bit more. So sometimes that last set, just like on the first exercise, I'll do like a drop set. This time I did like 4 drops, total of like 50 reps. Now, is that good to do every time? No, not necessarily, but I haven't done that for a while and it felt great. It was exactly what I needed for my middle delt. So I just ran the rack, meaning I started with my heaviest weight, did as many as I could do, 12 reps. Then I dropped it a little bit of weight. I think I did 8 more reps on the next one. And then after that, I did 3 more sets of 10 reps. And then at the end, I just like to squeeze, meaning I'm pulling my hands apart, I'm like holding here, pulling my hands apart, trying to just get that better mind muscle connection, that last bit of fatigue in the delt. And then I just kind of pumped at the top until I mean, now I feel way rounder, way fuller than I did probably 15, 20 minutes ago when I got here. Or maybe we got here 30 minutes ago, I don't know. Either way, you know what I'm saying. You know what, we're gonna warm up with dumbbell presses. Just a couple sets, really no working sets, just warming up. But then after that, I'm gonna go do the plate loaded shoulder press machine. So we'll stay here.
You know, sometimes life can get rough. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up. Keep going. I done been knocked down 1,000 times. Yeah, I traveled around 1,000 miles. Feel so tired, but you know I can't stop now. Can't wait too far, won't go when it's out. It ain't looking real good, but I won't give up. I said that I gotta keep my head up, so I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I'm standing right here. Demons all around, but I ain't got no fear. But I won't stay down. I run this time and backing down. We going around. Get a people blood for the group with me. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. In the fire now, but I won't be burned. I was waiting for this, and now it's my turn. Sweat on my face, in my eyes. Been underground, now aim for the sky. Now you can last longer. All these dreams only make you stronger. Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. But we're getting to all this shit till the end of time. Overcome enemies in our face, but we ain't gon' run. Never drift off course, always stay on mission, won't slow us down. Situation driven, yeah, we put in 10,000 hours. You won't stop us cause we got the power. Whole world is watching and I hope they get us. From here on out, we are legendary. But I won't stay down, I run this time and backing down, we going around. Get a people blow for the group with deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now, welcome to the show. I ain't never gonna stop, this is all I know. My eyes on the side until I die. People gonna rise, but my love to the sky.
We were chosen, all the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here.
All right, now we're gonna be done with presses and let's continue on hitting the front delt by doing some front raises. And then we're gonna do some rear delt movements. And after that, a little bit of abs, call it a day. Maybe a little posing at the end. Two sets, palms facing in like this, and then 2 sets, palms facing down. I'm running through these a little bit faster, less rest. Okay. So what's great about bodybuilding, yeah, it's challenging, is that it teaches you so much about life too. I had the opportunity to talk to quite a few people over the weekend about how do you, like, what's some advices I would give to people that are aspiring bodybuilders and like overcoming challenges and like not being motivated when things don't go your way, even though you feel like you've given everything and you earned it, you deserve it, and you didn't get it. Like, how do you overcome that mental battle of like a setback or a challenge or a trial or a struggle in your life? And like I said, like, that's what bodybuilding teaches you about life too. You know, I've had my fair share of setbacks and challenges, and it's not easy. You know, everybody wants the highs and to celebrate the highs, which I think is great, but what happens during the lows? And for me, there's been times where I've let the lows get to me. I've went through a bad depression in my life, actually twice, let me tell you, but one really, really bad, you know? And some people know that about me, and some people may be finding it out for the first time right now. But, you know, like, when you're under that weight and that pressure and it's crushing you and you don't feel like you're able to overcome it, but you do, that's how you grow stronger, right? In the gym, but also in life as well. And if we can look at those lows, those setbacks, the challenges as opportunities to grow stronger as a human being, as a person, then we should look at those in a more positive way. We should accept them and face those challenges head on, because that's really the only way to grow. You don't come in here to the gym to lift light weight and expect to grow. You lift heavy weight. You lift with intensity. You face it head on. You accept it because you want to grow. And I'm talking about physically, but also mentally too. I just think it's really important, had I known that earlier in my life, that the challenges and the setbacks and the lows in my life are a blessing and I should be able to accept them head on, then I think maybe, I don't want to say I'd be further along in my life, but it would have been a little easier when those times came. And listen, I'm human just like everybody else. I'm a failure, I'm a sinner, and I'm far from perfect, man. But I will say, I am thankful for those times that I did have challenges and setbacks in my life, because now, being where I am at this stage of my life, I'm thankful for them. I really am. I'm thankful that I didn't get what I wanted when I wanted it, because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mature enough in whatever way. And I think that's also where, I know that's also where my spiritual faith comes in, is for me, for example, had I gotten what I wanted earlier in my life, it would have taken me down a different path. I wouldn't be the same person I am today. Why? Because I wasn't ready. And I believe God was protecting me from that. And I'm sure He's done that many, many, many times in my life, and I didn't even recognize it. I just saw it as a negative thing. Like, oh, I didn't get what I want. I worked so hard for it, or, you know, I deserved it and I didn't get it, or just whatever negative mindset that you have when it comes to those setbacks, right? Like, we look at them more as opportunities and God's protection for our lives, then I think we can have a lot more positive life and have a lot more joy and appreciation and gratitude. Being grateful is one of the most important things in life, or so I've learned or believe in the almost 30 years that I've been alive. But like I said, I'm a human being too, and I know there's going to be many more setbacks, many more challenges that I'm not always going to overcome and pass the test. Like I said, there's been many times in my life already where I failed at that. I saw them as negatives and I wasn't able to grow from it because that weight crushed me. Again, just like the gym, that weight buried me and I wasn't able to overcome it at that time. But then there's been other times that I have been able to overcome it, and I saw it now in hindsight as a blessing. So once again, I was able to talk to a numerous amount of people over the weekend about this, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, nobody wants setbacks. Nobody wants these challenges in life. But again, if we can see them as opportunities and as blessings and also protection from God, I think that we're able to face them head on a little bit easier when they do come.
I was waiting for confidence, and now it's my turn. Sweat on my face, blood in my eyes. Been underground, now I aim for the sky. Now you can last longer. All these moves only making you stronger. Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. I'ma give it to all until the end, till the end of time.
So I like to do this exercise and dumbbell rear delt raises as my two main movements for rear delts. But today, instead of doing the dumbbells, I actually want to go do some face pulls with the cable machine. So that one, for me, probably going to use a little bit more of the traps than strictly the rear delts, but that's okay. Sometimes I like to say this is bodybuilding and we're trying to grow all the muscles in the body. So if, you know, some of the other muscles take over, that's okay too on occasion. But like I said, going into this workout, going into that exercise, I'm aware of it, but I first want to isolate the rear delts with this first. So we'll do this, then we'll do the face pulls, and if we get a little traps action involved, that's all right. I'm okay with it.
We were chosen, all the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time.
That's it. Oh, shoulders and abs today. That's it, we're done. We hit the middle delt, start off with that, went to the front delt, and then finished up with the rear delt for today's shoulder workout. And then we did two variations of ab work. So we did the leg raises and we did the sit-ups or crunches. And so altogether, I feel like today was a great day. Got a good pump. We got better today, and it's just one step closer to making the improvements that we need for this year. So as I said before, this right now is gonna be the smallest, the lightest that I am all year. I think we're in really good shape, but again, it's time to start putting on more muscle tissue and really etching out this physique. So once again, I really appreciate you guys' support. Those of you that came out to the Arnold Classic this past weekend really meant a lot to me, guys. It just motivates me that much more to see you all. And I know you guys are are really behind me, especially for this year. So I don't want to let you guys down. Don't want to let myself down. Just gonna try to be the best I could possibly be. Let's keep building that camaraderie in this sport because we all love this, guys. It's our own personal journey to be the best that we can be as bodybuilders. So hopefully I'm able to motivate you guys as much as you've been motivating me. Hopefully you guys can take something from these workouts that we've been putting out and apply it to your own training. And if so, comment below and let us know how it goes, what you guys like as far as these workouts, what worked well for you, and what you guys want to see next. But we are late to the church, so that's it, guys. We're out. All right, first Q&A question from my Instagram. When am I competing next? Well, I passed on the Arnold Classic this year, and I will be doing a guest posing at the Pittsburgh Pro in May. But other than that, I'm competing in the Olympia. I'm all chips in for the Olympia. So I want to be Mr. Olympia. I want to make big improvements, and that's my plan. How do you stay motivated? Well, this is a question I get asked probably more than any question. How do you stay motivated? Well, I'm not always motivated. There's a lot of days where I'm like, I want to go be normal, right? I don't want to, maybe one day I just don't want to go to the gym. Like, that's rare because I love being in the gym, but this is a lifestyle where it's 24/7, 365, and I'm a human being to where there are times where I just absolutely am not motivated. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how I feel as far as my motivation level. I have a goal, I have a passion, I have a purpose, and I want to ultimately see how good I can be as a bodybuilder. Regardless of winning, losing, anything like that, I want to complete my physique to its all-time fullest potential. And by doing so, yeah, I believe I can be the Mr. Olympia. So that is ultimately my goal, and that's how I stay motivated. Also, not just those selfish reasons of wanting to be Mr. Olympia or seeing my physique at its fullest potential, but also how many people are out there that are supporting me. I mean, we got my wife here who supports me. Trev, you support me. I have Bonnie in my corner. I have so many friends and family that support me. And then anyone watching, right? Everyone that follows me and gives me some encouraging words through the comments and DMs and stuff like that. Like, there's so many people out there that keep me motivated. And I feel like I'm doing it for everyone because this is a team effort. This is not just me doing it. I mean, I'm the one on stage, right? It was my vision early on. It was my dream to be an Olympia bodybuilder and Mr. Olympia, but there's so many people in my corner that are supporting me, and I don't want to let any of those people down either. So that also gives me the encouragement and motivation that I need to keep going. When do I plan on retiring? God willing, I stay healthy, injury-free, and things continue to improve. Not anytime soon. Who or what influenced you to be a bodybuilder? I like this question, right? Because I think we're all influenced by different people, different reasons, different things. And for me, I remember that when I said I'm gonna be a bodybuilder, I said it twice to myself in the rearview mirror of my car outside the gym one day back in 2014, spring of 2014. It was a leg day. I really had no reason to train hard at the time. I just wanted to look good, have some abs, have some arms and chest, you know, and that was it. Just look good by the pool, I suppose. And I thought, I need some motivation to go in here and train legs hard. So I typed in on my phone, bodybuilding motivation on YouTube. And I watched a YouTube video. You had the likes of Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, Kai Green, Flex Lewis, and many other great bodybuilders at the time. And I remember seeing those guys, and I looked at myself in the rearview mirror and I said, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder. And then I looked at myself again and I said it one more time, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder. I opened the door, went inside, and told everybody in the gym that I was friends with, I said, hey guys, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder. And they all kind of looked at me and was like, okay, like, sure. And keep in mind, I was 140 pounds probably at the time. So when I said I'm gonna be a bodybuilder, I meant I want to be a pro bodybuilder. I want to be an IFBB pro bodybuilder. I want to be an Olympian. And if all the stars align, maybe, just maybe one day, I'll be Mr. Olympia. And so that's when my journey started. Seeing Jay Cutler, Phil Heath, Flex Lewis, those were probably the top 3 guys that had influenced me and motivated me to start my bodybuilding journey. How has bodybuilding helped you grow closer to God and serve as an example for others to follow after? Well, when I grew up as a Christian in our Christian home, we didn't practice fasting. I'll be honest. It wasn't something that I grew up on. But now that I have prepped for bodybuilding shows for several years, I kind of consider that my fast in a way. Of course, yeah, I'm still eating food and whatever, but for me, that extreme dieting to get super peeled and low body fat percentage while still going to the gym and training hard and all of that, to me, it always, these preps always bring me closer to God. It requires me to call on a higher power to get through my days, get through my cardio, get through my training, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that struggle, that challenge, on how hard it is, because I know I can't do it alone. I really have to dig deep and call on God to help me get through my days. Most of my cardio sessions, I'm praying, God, just please give me what I need to get through this. Give me that strength, that perseverance, that energy, that motivation, whatever it is that I need, God, give it to me so I can just get through this today. And every prep, I always say it brings me closer to God, so I'm thankful for that. That's it. All right, let's go get some food.